Look at the mummy bindings. That's the upper part of a mummy only.
This would originally have been in a stone tomb.
These are all tombs that have already been excavated.
As the sandy dust settles, revealing ancient tombs long hidden, we stumble upon relics that whisper dark tales of a long-forgotten civilization. The air is thick with the scent of ages past, and the shadows seem to twist with secrets untold. But beware, for the pharaoh's secrets come with a deadly curse. Join us on a journey into the heart of horror, as we uncover the 20 most horrifying discoveries in ancient Egyptian tombs. So, let's dive into it. Number 20. Tuten Commons. King Tuten Commons, often known as King Tut, ruled Egypt as pharaoh for 10 years until his death at 19, around 1324 before Christ. He remained relatively unknown to the modern world until 1922, when British archaeologist Howard Carter discovered his intact tomb. The tomb's treasures, intended to accompany the king into the afterlife, provided significant insights into ancient Egyptian life and catapulted Tutankhamun to global fame as the most renowned pharaoh. After Akhenaten's death, 2 pharaohs briefly ruled before 9-year-old Tutankhaten ascended the throne. Computed tomography scans in 1995 revealed an infected broken left leg, and deoxyribonucleic acid analysis showed evidence of multiple malaria infections, all possibly contributing to his early death. King Tutankhamun was mummified according to Egyptian tradition, which required the preservation and provisioning of royal bodies for the afterlife. Embalmers removed his organs, wrapped him in resin-soaked bandages, placed a 24-pound solid gold mask over his head and shoulders, and laid him in a series of nested containers. 3 golden coffins, a granite sarcophagus, and 4 gilded wooden shrines that barely fit into the burial chamber. Over time, the tomb's entrance became obscured by debris and was forgotten until its discovery in the 20th century. Number 19. The Book of the Dead. The ancient Egyptian Book of the Dead, essential for safe passage to the afterlife, comprised diverse funerary texts, spells, and instructions. Contrary to its name, it wasn't a singular volume, but a compilation inscribed on papyrus scrolls, tomb walls, and coffins. These texts, also known as pyramid or coffin texts, guided the deceased through challenges in the underworld. They included spells for protection against demons, instructions to overcome obstacles, and prayers to gain favor with gods. Key among these was the weighing of the heart ceremony, where a person's heart was weighed against the feather of Ma'at. A lighter heart signaled a righteous life and ensured entry to the afterlife. A heavier one led to eternal destruction by Ammit, underscoring the importance of virtuous living. Personalized with the individual's name and details, these texts were effective for each entombed person. Elaborate versions with intricate hieroglyphs and illustrations were accessible to the wealthy, while simpler variants existed for others. Inscribed on tomb walls, they ensured constant access to essential knowledge. Number 18. Canopic jars. Ancient Egyptians revered the preservation of organs in elaborate burial rituals, encapsulated in canopic jars, each under the protection of a deity. Each jar was meticulously crafted and topped with a distinctive lid representing a unique head: a baboon, a jackal, a falcon, and a human. Crafted meticulously from alabaster, limestone, or pottery, these jars symbolize the safeguarding of specific organs crucial for the afterlife journey. Imseti, represented with a baboon head and under Isis's protection, watched over the liver. Hapi, depicted with a jackal head and guarded by Nephthys, ensured the lungs' preservation. Duamutef, with a jackal head and overseen by Nith, protected the stomach, while Kebesenuef, depicted with a falcon head and safeguarded by Serket, guarded the intestines. Each organ underwent preservation with natron before placement in its respective jar within a canopic chest, entombed alongside the mummy. These practices underscored profound religious beliefs in ensuring a safe transition to the afterlife. Number 17. Death Mask. Tutankhamun's death mask is a legendary artifact renowned for its exquisite craftsmanship and historical significance. Crafted primarily from gold and embellished with semi-precious stones and colored glass paste, this iconic mask measures 21 inches in length and weighs an impressive 22 pounds. Galal Ali Hassan, an emeritus professor at Cairo University, detailed its features in a 2016 paper in the International Journal of Advancement in Engineering and Technology. The mask portrays Tutankhamun with a long beard and a headdress adorned with a cobra and a vulture, while its eyes are made from obsidian and quartz, enhancing its striking appearance. On the reverse side of the mask, hieroglyphs from the Book of the Dead are inscribed, a detail noted by Marianne Eaton Krauss in The Unknown Tutankhamun. She highlighted that these inscriptions were intended to imbue the mask with spiritual efficacy, ensuring it represented the deceased king's face accurately. Interestingly, Eaton Krauss pointed out that the same spell inscribed on the mask is also found on the third innermost coffin, where Tutankhamun was laid to rest, linking the mask directly to the king's burial rituals and beliefs. Number 16. Mummy wrapping. Ancient Egyptian burial customs prominently featured magical amulets, such as the scarab beetle and the Diadem pillar, essential for safeguarding and guiding the deceased into the afterlife. The scarab beetle symbolized regeneration and was linked to Khepri, the deity who rolled the sun each day, akin to the beetle rolling dung. Often inscribed with hieroglyphs, scarab amulets were placed over the heart of mummies, signifying protection and rebirth. The Diadem pillar, associated with Osiris, represented stability, ensuring the backbone's strength for eternal life. Amulets took various forms, from totems of gods and animals to symbols like the Eye of Horus, each serving specific protective purposes. These objects were not mere adornments, but repositories of spells from the Egyptian Book of the Dead intended to guide souls safely through the afterlife. King Tutankhamun's tomb famously contained 143 meticulously arranged amulets, underscoring their vital role in ancient Egyptian belief. Their enduring presence, including the remarkably preserved state of Tutankhamun's mummy, attests to the perceived efficacy of these magical artifacts. Number 15. Ushabti figurines. Ushabti figurines, also known as shabtis or shawabtis, were integral to ancient Egyptian burial practices. Crafted from materials like wood, stone, faience, or bronze, these small statuettes were designed to serve the deceased in the afterlife. Egyptians believed that the afterlife mirrored earthly life, complete with the need for food, clothing, and labor. To avoid toil in the hereafter, they included these figurines in tombs to act as servants. Each Ushabti was usually inscribed with a Shabti spell from the Book of the Dead, which would animate the statue to perform tasks for the deceased. Ushabtis were expected to perform agricultural and domestic duties such as baking bread, brewing beer, sewing garments, plowing fields, and harvesting crops. Tombs often contained large numbers of Ushabtis, with wealthier individuals commissioning entire sets to represent different laborers and overseers. The appearance of Shabtis evolved over time. Early examples from the Middle Kingdom were simple and small, resembling mummified figures. Later, Ushabtis, especially from the New Kingdom, were more elaborate and detailed, often depicted holding farming tools or carrying baskets. Number 14. Tutankhamun's coffin. Tutankhamun's burial involved the placement of his body within 3 coffins nested within each other, as detailed by Joyce Tildesley, an Egyptology professor at the University of Manchester in the United Kingdom, in her book Tutankhamun, The Search for an Egyptian King. The combined weight of these coffins is approximately 1.25 tons, 1.3 metric tons. Tildesley highlighted the challenge faced by Howard Carter in opening the coffins due to their large size relative to the limited space within Tutankhamun's tomb. Each of the 3 coffins depicts Tutankhamun with a long beard and holding a crook and flail. The outer coffin, according to the Egyptian Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities, is constructed from gilded wood and features blue and red glass elements on its crook and flail. Tildesley described the second coffin as also being crafted from gilded wood and noted the presence of various plants, including deteriorating lotus flowers, adorning it. The ministry states that the third and innermost coffin is crafted from solid gold and was discovered wrapped in linen. Tutankhamun was interred within this innermost coffin, along with his death mask and other accompanying items. Number 13. Iron daggers. Tutankhamun's tomb unveiled a remarkable discovery. 2 finely crafted daggers, each intricately entwined with the pharaoh's burial. The first, nestled near his right thigh, boasts an iron blade forged from a meteorite. a testament to ancient Egyptian mastery in metallurgy and cosmic connection. Its handle, adorned with gold and detailed patterns, culminates in a pommel of translucent rock crystal, shimmering with royal elegance. Equally striking is the second dagger, positioned above Tutankhamun's abdomen, featuring a blade of pure gold. Like its meteoritic counterpart, this dagger also exhibits a handle intricately adorned with carved motifs, reflecting the artistic finesse of the era. Both weapons, though ancient, bear signs of use, hinting at a history beyond ceremonial decoration. Katya Brosha, a conservator involved in their study, highlighted the uncertainty surrounding their use. Whether these daggers once served in hunting or ceremonial rites remains a mystery. Their placement within the layers of the pharaoh's mummified wrappings underscores their symbolic significance, suggesting a belief in their protective or symbolic role in the afterlife. These artifacts, detailed in the book Iron from Tutankhamun's Tomb, illuminate ancient Egyptian craftsmanship. Number 12. Golden Sandals. Tutankhamun's mummy, discovered in the famed tomb by Howard Carter in 1922, was adorned with a remarkable pair of gold sandals, meticulously crafted and measuring approximately 29.5 centimeters, 11.6 inches, in length. These sandals, as detailed by André Veldmeyer, director of the Ancient Egyptian Footwear Project, were believed to have been created specifically for the young pharaoh's burial rites rather than for practical use during his lifetime. The process of crafting these sandals involved cutting a thin sheet of gold and then skillfully embossing it, likely on a soft surface protected by a layer of leather. Veldmeyer drew parallels between this ancient technique and contemporary methods, where metals are delicately hammered into shape and adorned with intricate designs. This method not only highlights the advanced craftsmanship of ancient Egyptian artisans, but also underscores the cultural significance placed on ensuring the deceased pharaoh's journey into the afterlife was adorned with the utmost luxury and care. The discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb and its treasures, including these opulent gold sandals, provided invaluable insights into ancient Egyptian burial practices and the craftsmanship of the period. Number 11. Trumpets. In the depths of Tutankhamun's tomb, archaeologists unearthed a pair of trumpets, one wrought from shimmering silver and the other from gilded bronze. These ancient artifacts, dating back over 3,000 years, represent some of the oldest surviving examples of labrasones, lip-vibrated instruments, in the world. Their discovery, chronicled in The Science of Brass Instruments, has fascinated scholars and musicians alike. In a remarkable turn of events, musician James Tappern breathed life into these ancient relics during a historic 1939 British Broadcasting Corporation broadcast. Utilizing a modern wooden mouthpiece, Tappern attempted to recreate the resonant tones that might have echoed through the courts of ancient Egypt. However, this adaptation sparked scholarly debate, as experts questioned whether the pitches achieved would have matched those from Tutankhamun's era. Today, despite their enduring allure, these trumpets remain silent guardians of a bygone age. Due to their fragile nature and historical significance, playing these instruments is strictly prohibited. Nevertheless, Tappern's performance, preserved in a rare recording accessible on YouTube, offers a tantalizing glimpse into the musical heritage of ancient Egypt. Number 10. The Rosetta Stone. The discovery of the Rosetta Stone, a pivotal moment in the deciphering of ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs, unfolded nearly 2 millennia after its creation. During Napoleon Bonaparte's campaign in Egypt in 1799, French army engineers repairing a fort near Rashid, Rosetta, stumbled upon the stone slab. Originally believed to have been displayed in a temple, likely near the ancient town of Sais, the artifact had been later repurposed in the construction of Fort Julien, where it lay buried until its unearthing by the French. Following the British victory over the French in Egypt in 1801, the Rosetta Stone came into their possession. The stone, inscribed with text in 3 scripts, Egyptian hieroglyphs, Demotic script, and ancient Greek, proved to be a puzzle that stumped scholars for years. It was British scientist Thomas Young who made significant strides in 1814, particularly in his hypothesis that the cartouches, hieroglyphs enclosed in oval shapes, contained phonetic spellings of royal names, such as Ptolemy, as referenced in the Greek section of the inscription. Young's insights laid foundational steps towards unraveling the hieroglyphic script, though the full decipherment awaited the efforts of Jean-François Champollion in the 1820s. Number 9. Tutankhamun's throne. In Tutankhamun's tomb, Eaton Krauss uncovered not just one, but two remarkable thrones, each offering a glimpse into the opulence and significance of ancient Egyptian royalty. The first, often dubbed the ecclesiastical throne, crafted from rich ebony and resembling a bishop's chair, captivates with its ornate yet enigmatic design. Despite Carter's attribution, its exact religious function remains elusive, shrouded in the mysteries of the past. The second, known as the Golden Throne, stands as a testament to the artistic prowess and royal intimacy of the young pharaoh and his queen, Ankhesenamun. Standing proudly at about 3 feet tall, this throne is a masterpiece of woodworking and decorative arts. Its wooden frame, adorned with gold and silver foil, shimmering stones, glass, and faience, is a testament to the skilled craftsmanship of ancient Egyptian artisans. The depiction of Tutankhamun and Ankhesenamun on the throne, with the queen delicately applying ointment or perfume to her husband, offers a rare, intimate glimpse into their personal lives amidst the grandeur of their reign. Chairs were a symbol of luxury in ancient Egypt. Number 8. The Great Pyramids of Giza. Built during Egypt's height as a wealthy and powerful civilization, the Great Pyramids of Giza are among history's most magnificent structures. Their immense scale reflects the pharaoh's unique societal roles as intermediaries between gods and humans. Pyramids were constructed from the Old Kingdom to the Ptolemaic period, with the pinnacle of pyramid building occurring from the late 3rd dynasty to the 6th dynasty, around 2325 before Christ. Over 4,000 years later, these pyramids still showcase Egypt's illustrious past. During the 3rd and 4th dynasties, Egypt experienced economic prosperity and stability. The oldest known pyramid, the Step Pyramid at Saqqara, was built for King Djoser around 2630 before Christ. Designed by architect Imhotep, it was the tallest building of its time. The first true pyramid, the Red Pyramid at Dashur, was constructed for Sneferu. The Great Pyramid of Giza, built for Pharaoh Khufu, remains the largest, originally standing at 481 feet. It is the only surviving structure of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Contrary to popular belief, the pyramids were built by native Egyptian laborers. Though pyramid building continued in the 5th and 6th dynasties, their scale and quality declined. The last significant pyramid was built by Pipi II, after whose death the Old Kingdom collapsed. Number 7. Pyramid of an Unknown Queen. A century after the discovery of King Tutankhamen's tomb, archaeologists have made another groundbreaking find at Saqqara, about 20 miles south of Cairo. The discoveries include several coffins, mummies, artifacts, a network of interconnected underground tunnels, and the pyramid of an ancient Egyptian queen previously unknown to history. The queen, identified as Neith, is not mentioned in historical records, according to Egyptologist Zahi Hawass, Egypt's former state minister for antiquities. Further research is required to uncover details about her reign and significance. The newly found coffins and mummies are believed to belong to some of King Tutankhamun's closest advisors and generals. During this excavation, the team also examined a nearby pyramid belonging to Teti, the first king of Egypt's 6th dynasty. Hawass mentioned that Teti was worshipped as a god in the New Kingdom, and many wanted to be buried alongside him. Close to 300 coffins were discovered near Teti's pyramid, many in remarkably good condition. Hawass noted that most previously known burials in this area were from either the Old Kingdom or the late period. The network of underground rooms located 65 feet beneath some of Egypt's oldest pyramids holds great potential. Number 6. Chariots. According to research published in 2020 by the International Committee for Egyptology, Tutankhamun's tomb contains 6 chariots, 2 of which were referred to by Howard Carter as state chariots. A detailed examination and restoration of one of these state chariots revealed a canopy above it, suggesting it could provide shade for passengers during travel. This intricate design indicates the chariot was used for ceremonial purposes rather than everyday activities. On the right side of the chariot, images depict 6 foreign captives, accompanied by hieroglyphs bearing the names of Tuten Commons and his wife, Ankhesenamun. This portrayal likely signifies the pharaoh's military victories and his dominance over conquered territories. Additionally, the chariot features an image of a solar falcon with outstretched wings, along with a hieroglyphic inscription identifying it as Horus, the Egyptian sun god. The solar falcon's presence is symbolic, representing the divine protection over the king and queen. The team suggested that the entire design of the chariot symbolizes the royal couple being revered by the Egyptian people, with the sun god hovering above and ensuring their life and stability. Now it's time for today's subscriber pick. The discovery of mummies and sarcophagi or burial coffins was a momentous occasion for early explorers. These ancient preserved humans, some thousands of years old, offered a remarkable glimpse into the past. The explorers were often astonished by the level of preservation, with many mummies retaining recognizable facial features and even their hair intact. However, in their excitement, many early explorers and archaeologists unwound the bandages of the mummies without considering the potential damage. This unwrapping often led to the deterioration of the delicate remains. The meticulous process of mummification used by ancient Egyptians was designed to protect and preserve the body for the afterlife. The bandages, along with various resins and oils, played a crucial role in maintaining the mummy's condition over millennia. Despite the initial mishandling, these discoveries provided invaluable information about ancient Egyptian culture, burial practices, and daily life. The detailed craftsmanship of the sarcophagi, often adorned with intricate carvings, hieroglyphs, and paintings, revealed much about the religious beliefs and artistic achievements of the time. Each sarcophagus and mummy told a unique story, offering insights into the identities and statuses of the individuals, as well as the society in which they lived. Today, the study of mummies is conducted with much more care and respect. Modern techniques such as computed thermography scans and deoxyribonucleic acid analysis allow researchers to investigate the mummy's conditions and histories without physically disturbing them. Number 5. Diadem. The diadem found in Tuten Commons' tomb is a remarkable treasure, showcasing the ancient Egyptians' exceptional skill in metallurgy and their use of luxurious materials. Adorned with a vulture and a cobra, the headpiece symbolizes protection and royal authority. The vulture represents Nekhbet, the goddess of Upper Egypt, while the cobra represents Wadjet, the goddess of Lower Egypt, signifying the unification of the two lands and divine protection over the king. Crafted from gold and enhanced with inlays of colored glass, lapis lazuli, obsidian, and malachite, the diadem exemplifies meticulous craftsmanship. Lapis lazuli, a prized deep blue stone, was often imported from Afghanistan. Obsidian and malachite were also valued for their beauty and used extensively in jewelry and decorative arts. The intricate design and harmonious combination of materials underscore the importance of the pharaoh's status and the belief in his eternal divinity. Gold, associated with the sun god Ra, symbolized the imperishable nature of the king's soul. Beyond its aesthetic appeal, the diadem reflects ancient Egypt's religious and cultural beliefs, emphasizing the divine right to rule and the need for protection in the afterlife. Number 4. A remarkable tunnel in Taposiris Magna. Amid ongoing excavations beneath the ancient city of Taposiris Magna on the Egyptian coast, Kathleen Martinez from the University of Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic and her team made a remarkable discovery: a tunnel buried 43 feet underground. This roughly 6-foot-tall tunnel extends an impressive 4,281 feet through sandstone, earning it the title of a geometric miracle by the team. According to the Egyptian Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities, the tunnel's design bears similarities to Greece's Tunnel of Eupalinos, an aqueduct dating back to the 6th century, before the Common Era on the island of Samos. Parts of the tunnel in Taposiris Magna are submerged in water, and its purpose remains a mystery. Martinez speculates that the tunnel could hold promising leads in her ongoing 18-year search for the lost tomb of Cleopatra VII. Previous excavations in the area have uncovered clues pointing to the notable queen, the last ruler of Egypt's Ptolemaic dynasty, who reigned from 51 before the Common Era until her death in 30 before the Common Era. The team believes that the temple in Taposiris Magna was dedicated to the god Osiris and his queen, the goddess Isis. Isis holds a strong association with Cleopatra, and coins bearing the names and images of both Cleopatra and Alexander the Great have been found in the area, along with figurines of Isis. Number 3. Egypt's oldest tomb. Researchers from Spain's University of Malaga and the University of Jaén have announced the discovery of Egypt's oldest tomb oriented towards the sunrise on the winter solstice. This tomb, dating to around 1830 before the Common Era, belonged to a governor from the city of Elephantine during the end of Egypt's 12th dynasty. Each year on the shortest day, the sun's rays illuminate a spot designed to hold a statue of the governor. In a recent paper published in Mediterranean Archaeology and Archaeometry, the team detailed how an ancient Egyptian architect achieved this precise alignment using a 2-cubit pole, about 3 feet long, a square, and ropes. These tools allowed the architect to calculate the chapel's orientation and the exact position for the governor's statue. The tomb's alignment with the solar cycle is significant, symbolizing rebirth and renewal. The winter solstice marked the sun's triumph over darkness, while the summer solstice often coincided with the annual flooding of the Nile, both events symbolizing the resurrection of the deceased governor. The tomb, catalogued as number 33 and possibly built by Governor Haqqib Ankh, was excavated between 2008 and 2018. The researchers emphasized that this discovery shows the Egyptians' advanced capability to calculate the sun's position and its rays' orientation to design their monuments. While tomb number 33 of Kubbat el-Hawa is the oldest example found, it is likely not the only one. Number 2. Garment mannequin. One of the lesser-known treasures discovered in Tuten Commons' tomb is a mannequin used for selecting, adjusting, and storing the king's attire and jewelry. This mannequin is a testament to the meticulous care taken in preserving the young pharaoh's opulent lifestyle for eternity. Laura Ranieri Roy, the founder and director of Ancient Egypt Alive, an educational organization, emphasized the significance of Tuten Commons' extensive wardrobe and accessories, not just for his earthly life, but also for his journey into the afterlife. The discovery by British archaeologist Howard Carter revealed a treasure trove of garments including 12 lavish robes, numerous pairs of sandals, undergarments, socks, and even his baby clothes. Ranieri Roy highlighted the necessity of such a comprehensive wardrobe arrangement, suggesting that the king's penchant for fashion and the symbolic importance of his attire necessitated a mannequin for displaying ornate robes and jewelry. This mannequin likely served as a crucial tool for wardrobe attendants, allowing them to prepare outfits, make adjustments to the king's attire, and meticulously organize his vestments. The detailed craftsmanship of the mannequin and the elaborate garments found with it provide a fascinating glimpse into the daily and ceremonial life of Tuten Commons. Number 1. Board games. According to the book Ancient Egyptians at Play, Board Games Across Borders, Bloomsbury, 2016, Tuten Commons' tomb contained at least 4 board games. Some of these games featured boards and pieces crafted from ivory, with designs indicating they were likely used for the Game of 20 and Senet. However, the exact rules for these games remain unclear. The Grand Egyptian Museum describes Senet as a game played on a board with 30 squares. The objective was to safely move all pieces off the board, while preventing the opponent from doing the same. As for the Game of 20, its rules are also uncertain. Scholars speculate that players likely began on opposite sides of the board and moved their pieces along the central aisle towards the final field in an attempt to remove them from the board and win the game. Anne Dunn-Vittori, a research associate at the Metropolitan Museum of Art, discussed these assumptions in an article published on the museum's website in 2014. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.